Good morning, beloveds. All right. It is Sunday. I went to an amazing show last night. My friends, who are actors, singers, and dancers, did this amazing original creation with contemporary songs and dance, and it was beautiful and wonderful. And then I got up and went to the gym. And I even asked him when I saw him last night, I said, "Are you sure you want to get up and work us out?" And he was like, "Yeah," because he has today off. So last night apparently was their last show. So I'm grateful that we made it because it was so good. It was so good. All right. All right. This September 24th. Our title is God is Love. Our author is Adela Rogers St. John's. And this was published in the Science of Mind magazine. We've read her before. I think she was in the book that I did last year, which was the Science of Mind compilation. So this is from 1956. All right. God is love. These are the greatest words ever written or spoken by people. To believe them, to understand them, above all, to accept them as true and present them here and now, to feel them as true, is the greatest thing that can ever happen to any person. But there is a step beyond that, beyond believing, understanding, accepting, or feeling them to be true. There is the thing itself. It is as though we sat around talking about electricity, believing it, arguing about how to use it, interpreting it, making designs and plans about it, and never discovered or used the thing itself. For once, in simplicity, and quietness, in gentleness and glory, we ask to feel the thing itself, the love of God, through which healing, grace, enlightenment take place. God, the creator of the universe, God, the ruler, the power, the source and force, is love. God is love. God is love. Be still and know that God is love. Very still, with open heart and mind stilled, that love may speak to you. I am still. God is love. Thy child heareth. The Spirit can give us only what we can take. It imparts of itself only as we partake of its nature. Every person stands in the shadow of a mighty mind, a pure intelligence, and a divine givingness. Which is a quote from the Science of Mind, page 40. So Adele doesn't pull any punches here. She said God is love, and then the first time she said God is love, she only capitalized the L, and the next time she immediately repeated it, and she said God is love, and she capitalized all four letters. And I like her analogy of electricity, because that's true about a lot of new thought. It's like we can sit around and talk about it all we want until we actually put it into practice. We haven't really done anything. It's like, and that's one of the things, the Science of Mind, that people accuse us of. It's like we get all up in our head. We do, and we talk, and we love to talk, and we love to talk about it. But it doesn't do us any good to just talk about it until we actually get into the trenches and experience it. And so, make all the plans you want, but you actually got to do things. That's one of the reasons why I recently have started saying, in that loving, kind, and compassionate part that I do, it's a reminder. It's like, don't just plan the vacation. Take the vacation. It's like, don't just plan the love. Do the love. What in your life is you actively engaging with the love? What is it that you do that is love in action? And do more of that. Do more of that. Because talking about it and explaining it and feeling it and all of that, that's wonderful. But what are we doing with it? We got to remember that love is both a noun and a verb. Love is both a noun and a verb. We can do both. We should do both. And because it's like we have all of these names for God, and one of the names for God is love. And then I'm just going to go back to love is both a noun and a verb. We can feel it, we can experience it, we can also do it. And things that which I say it, do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate. Well, what is loving? What can you do every day that is loving for yourself? What action can you take that is loving for yourself? Or, occasionally I will remind you that the lack of action is also sometimes the most loving thing that you can do. Resting is loving for yourself. So that's what she's on about. It's a reminder. Love isn't just a noun, it's a verb. We can do it, and we should. There are reasons why we're called practitioners. It's because we practice. I love that she starts off with it's the greatest words ever written or spoken by people. But there's a step beyond that, beyond believing, understanding, accepting, or feeling. There's the thing itself. Are we willing to go to God? Are we willing to go to God and ask to feel the thing itself? Are we willing to go to God and say, I want to feel the thing itself. I want to feel the love of God. And then be willing to take whatever experience comes with that. It's like, have you ever considered it? Which, if you don't want to, if you haven't guessed what the mission today is, well, you do now. You do now. Be still and know that God is love, very still, with an open heart and a mind stilled, that love may speak to you. I am still, God is love, thy child heareth. The Spirit can only give us what we can partake. So it's like, if you ask to experience the thing itself, God is going to offer you the experience. But then you have to be willing to say yes to that experience. Yes to what that love means. Yes to what that love feels like. Yes to what that love does to your life. It can only do as much for you as you are willing to accept into your life. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it? And you can do this in a quiet way. You can do it in a meditation. You can do it in a treatment. You can do it in your activities. You can do it. She says to be still and ask. The mission today, should we choose to ask to accept it, is to ask to feel the thing itself, to ask to feel the love of God, the capital LOVE of God, to experience that love both as the noun and the verb, to experience it both as the object and the subject, and that being this feeling love as a subject is infinitely more powerful. Infinitely more powerful. When you are subjective about love. So that is the mission today. And it can look like a lot of different things. And so what I am asking you to do is to be open to the experience. Ask to feel, to experience, not just to feel, but to experience the thing itself, the love of God itself. And then be open to the experiences that come behind that. All right. I am going to move into the process of my day, but I am going to remind you the other thing that I ask you every single day is to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like. Today, for me, one of the things that looked like is I'm changing my language a little bit in having that conversation with my partner, so that if I say one word, this is what I mean, but if I say another word, that this is what I mean. And if he hears me use this word, and he suspects that I'm not using the word, then he can ask me, okay, do you mean this, or do you actually mean this? I'm relanguaging tired versus fatigued. So if I tell him I'm tired, that just means I need to sleep. And if I tell him I'm fatigued, it means I need rest, which is a whole different thing than sleep. And so I'm offering that to him so that I can tell him where I really am. That is the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing I can do for myself. But it's also loving, kind, and compassionate for ourselves, so that he understands where I'm coming from. And he has the right and the ability to look at me if I just say I'm tired. He can say, are you tired or are you fatigued? Because frequently I will think I'm tired when I'm actually fatigued. And I need to make different choices. And he will catch me. He'll probably call me on it more than I'll call myself on it. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about love, kindness, and compassion. Choosing new language to describe what is going on can be that. It also looks like taking a deep breath. It looks like taking that vacation. It looks like taking a walk. It looks like taking a nap. It looks like exercising. It looks like drinking water. It looks like eating dessert first. You know me, I'm a big believer. Chocolate's the first step to fixing anything. But it also means your life is a special occasion. Don't save the good stuff. Make the ordinary extraordinary a little more often. Use the fancy dishware. Wear the fancy clothes. Burn the nice candles. Don't wait until they're dusty and sticky and don't smell good. So, go ahead and experience it now. And then I will also want to remind you, we've talked a lot about love today. Joy is a quality of God. Therefore, joy is a quality of you. No matter what is going on in the world, no matter what is going on in your life, you deserve joy. I encourage you to make room for it, especially if you're going to ask to experience that thing itself. You are going to ask to experience the love of God. If you're going to ask to experience God, well, make room for joy, because that's part of it. Absolutely part of it. All right. The rest of the suggestions are the basic self-care. I'm a big believer in self-care. If you've watched any of these videos, you know that. I do encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like. As I'm doing the research and they're talking about swelling joints and achy and stiff joints, they say exercise. It's counterintuitive. It will help. Yes, it does. It gets the fluid moving and everything works a little bit better. So do something to engage your mind and your body. I do encourage you. You saw me drink the water. Please drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. I walked out of my house at 6:30 this morning and it's 83 degrees. Hydration is super important. Your body will work better. Your brain will work better. Your skin will look better. Hydrate. Drink plenty of water. And when I drink that water in the morning, that water's got lemon juice and stevia and trace minerals. It's got the stevia because the trace minerals don't taste good. So it doesn't have to just be water. You can put other stuff in it. I encourage you to do that. Hydrate. Everything will work a little bit better if you are well hydrated. I also want to remind you to get that early in your day bright light. The sky was absolutely on fire because, like I said, we left the house around 6:30, so we were on the road as the sun was coming up, and the sky was just on fire. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I'm hoping that my partner got a couple of good pictures because I was driving, so there's that. So I do encourage you to get that early in your day. I'm only asking you to do 5 to 10 minutes between 7 and 9 in the morning. The light hits the earth at a particular where it's not bad for your skin. 5 to 10 minutes. It stimulates the vitamin D. It stimulates the circadian rhythms, which is a natural hormone balance. You'll sleep better at night. You'll have more energy during the day. Trust me, it works. It's science. You can look it up. All right. And it's only, like I said, 5 to 10 minutes. And if you get up before the sun, artificial light will help too. So, all right. Yep. And then I'm going to remind you, I have that Ernest Holmes quote. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you that you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. God is all there is. It's all God. All right. Which is a reminder to us that heaven is a mindset, a state of mind. Once you learn that, heaven ceases to be a place you have to get to and can become any place you are. And that, my friends, that is a superpower. And that heavenly state of mind, it's a state of grace. Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you. That is what he was talking about. Heaven is a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. When you learn that, when you learn to create it for yourself, you become an island of calm. You become an island of peace in this world. You create a place where people can rest. And you hold your light up. We can't walk each other's path. I can't walk your path for you. But what I can do is I can hold my light up so that you can see where to put your feet. And I will happily do that every time. All right, beloveds. I am going to move into the process of my day because we have Sunday service to get ready for. And so I'm going to remind you to listen to Emma Curtis Hopkins, Look for the Good and Praise It. In everything that I've said, if you want to create that heavenly mindset, look for the good and praise it. When you look for the good, it brings your good into focus, and you see far more of it than you thought was there in the first place. All right, it naturally multiplies. Okay, yep. Social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I thoroughly encourage you. There's hours of content. We try and make sure that we put up uplifting, light, bright, helpful, encouraging, and funny. I'm a big believer in funny. Laughter is the best medicine. So look out for that stuff. You want to know what's going on with the center, please email info@creativelife.org. That gets you on the Constant Contact. The Constant Contact comes out about once a week, and all of the hot links are hot. It says click here now. It will take you right to the information you want or the person that can help you get it. So avail yourself of that. All right, I am at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a love day, a thing itself day, a ask for the experience that you want day, a kindness day, a compassionate day, a consciousness day, a Sunday, a rest day, a get stuff done day, a take it as it comes day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. All right? You are a you are a brilliant light. You are a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. You are, as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, a godling. All right? Know the truth of your being. Explore the truth of your being. Peel back the layers of who you have been told you are by society, by religion, by culture, by people that love you, by people that don't, by people that don't know you. Peel back all of that nonsense and get to know who God knows you to be. I can promise you that that person is really cool. All right, beloveds. I am done. So I'm going to remind you, Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. But before that, we will have an amazing service for you. If you don't catch it live, it stays up for 30 days, so you've got time. You could also check the YouTube channel. I try and get it up Sunday night. So, all right, take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.